Over the last several years, the hater has come a long way, longer and farther than I ever thought I would. Standing now at 9,500 subscribers, the hater basically is 95 times bigger than he ever wanted to be. My goal when I started this channel was just to get 100 subscribers to prove to myself that the hater can draw 100 people who want to listen to him. And here we are, cuckolds. The hater keeps moving forward and moving forward. And once the hater started taking this channel seriously, like starting last year, when Hater Mania ran wild for a little longer, the hater's goals have shifted. And now the hater's real goal of 10,000 subscribers is around the corner. You can be that dude or that gal. You can help the hater reach 10,000 subscribers up in this piece. I will do it, motherfucks. And once I do that, that is the ultimate milestone. After that, everything gets revamped. After that, we get the real hater reboot, where we start from scratch and the hater goes to a different level with different goals. I will continue to do this for as long as I have a voice box. The hater will never stop. Do you understand me? I am inevitable in this space and in any other space that I choose to put myself in, whether that be video games, politics, current events, NFL, NBA, rap music, Nas sucks. The hater has it every day. And every day I will play, and every day I will get better, motherfucks. However, the hater is not an idiot. The hater knows that the hater couldn't have done it with everyone here. You have no idea what you people do for the hater. The hater loves all of you, even the ones that hate on the hater, even the ones that criticize the hater, even the ones that make videos about the hater and whose channels subsequently go from being moderately successful to absolute zero in a few months after the hater is done dealing with those motherfucks. The reality is what the reality is. The hater is thankful to all of you for helping the hater not achieve any dreams, but find new dreams, motherfucks. Find new dreams. Those of you don't know, but the hater will give you a little bit of tidbit on the hater's advice. A year or so before I started this channel, the hater was 31, I guess, and I was not having the best year of my life. I got into a lot of trouble. I made a lot of bad decisions. And 31 is not an age where you want to do that. It's not like doing it at 21 where you can get away with it, right? The hater did ultimately get away with it. Teflon hater up in this piece. But the hater fundamentally changed his life. And I can tell you this right now. One of the things that I did was I quit, motherfucks. You know what I'm saying? I quit drinking. You know, the hater hasn't had a drink in 6 years. And the hater used to have a lot of drinks, motherfucks. I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives, but I can tell you this, that this decade of the hater's life, my 30s, have by far been the best decade of my life. And part of that has to do with many of the personal choices that the hater has made. The people the hater has met during this decade, the woman that the hater is gonna marry in a month and a half, and many other things. But a big part of that too, motherfucks, is the hater channel. The hater loves the hater channel. And here's the thing, motherfucks. Here's the thing. I would do it for free. I know a lot of people say that. It's easy to say that when you got millions. The hater ain't a millionaire yet, but best believe that day's gonna come too. But the hater loves it because I get to talk to all of you. That's why you see the hater in the comments. You know, as best as I can. Sometimes they overwhelm me, but I try, motherfucks. I know you people by name. I mean, obviously, when I say name, I mean your fucking fake-ass online handles. But nevertheless, you think I don't know Rusty Shackleford? You think I haven't noticed that motherfucker? Of course I have. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, there's a lot of you that I've noticed. And, you know, I talk to you guys when I do a live stream here and there. We're going to do more of those too, by the way, once we get to 10K. So subscribe today, cuckolds. But the point that I wanted to make was that the hater, just like everybody else in the world, nobody can do it on their own. Right? It's straight up, you know? The hater and his friends had a discussion of what being self-made means. The hater knows that he's not self-made. You think the hater doesn't know that if it weren't for J-Rants putting me over that one time, I would have stayed at 13 subscribers for another 6 months probably? You know what I'm saying? You think the hater doesn't know that if it weren't for all of you, that, like, I would be a nobody? in the internet space. Not that the hater is fucking Mr. Beast. I'm not saying that, motherfuckers. But the hater obviously is a presence in the internet wrestling community. The people know of the hater. And this is something that I never thought would happen, motherfuckers. You think the hater thought that he'd be retweeted by Val Venus? You know what I'm saying? Are you fucking kidding me? All of these things have happened, and it's all because of you. But I'm not going to blow all of you for much longer, because the reality is we have things to talk about. And also, since we're so close to 10,000 subscribers, which will happen in the next month or two, maybe 3, right? Well, maybe a little bit longer, because the hater has a wedding to go to, you know what I mean? We'll see how productive I'll be during that time. But the point is, it's not as simple as that, right? I couldn't have done it without you, and that's a fact, motherfuckers. The hater is going to get there, and I'm probably going to do another appreciation type rant in one of my other videos. But today's video, motherfucks, isn't about that. I mean, it is kind of about this, but this is not the only thing we're going to talk about today up in this mug. The other thing we're going to talk about is going to be a slight discussion on fucking SummerSlam, which for the first time ever, and I would say hopefully the last time ever, but the hater learned today that next year's SummerSlam is also 2 days. They've already doubled down on that motherfucker, right? The reality is SummerSlam has been compromised as well. It's now a 2-night event. It's going to be hosted by Cardi B. Whatever. It is what it is. Cardi B, I mean, she is, I don't know if I'd call her a mainstream celebrity still, but like 4 years ago, she definitely was, you know what I mean? Now she's kind of like, nobody gives a shit about Cardi B anymore, but whatever. She's there, you know what I mean? She is more mainstream than like Jelly Roll, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, she's going to be hosting this motherfucker, and, that's kind of exciting because it's like actually like a celebrity, but what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to like kind of put this shit over. I don't know if she'll be there both days, but beyond that, I don't think anybody like cares at all about SummerSlam. The fact of the matter is, we're only like, I think we actually are a couple of weeks away, like 2 weeks away, In 2 weeks, it's time for SummerSlam. Now, 2 weeks is a long time to do a lot of things. You can lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. You can make a lot of money in 2 weeks. But if your 2 weeks mean 4 episodes of WWE mainstream programming, you can't do fuck all. You can't start a feud in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Now, some of the matches have already been set. The card thus far is as follows. We got Cena versus Roddy Chodes in a street fight, which I think we can all predict what's going to happen. Someone's going to cost Roddy Chodes the match, and that's that. Then we got Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Okay, this is like something I'm looking forward to. I really hope Jade Cargill wins, because I'm quite frankly done with a Tiffany Stratton title run. Then we got Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew and Logan Paul. Now, I know I hated on Jelly Roll before, but at the end of the day, this is a special attraction. And WWE doesn't do these anymore. And these are always a fun time. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be like the best things on the card, right? These kinds of matches. But, I mean, quite frankly, it's like, I'd rather see Jelly Roll in a ring than see like fucking, like Lyra Valkyria in a ring. I think I'd rather see anybody in a ring when compared to Lyra Valkyria up in this bitch. Then after this, we got Gunther versus CM Punk. I don't know what's going to happen. I could totally see CM Punk winning the title. I think this would be the situation where Seth Rollins cashes in, but he's like injured now, so who the fuck knows? Maybe he's not injured. We'll see, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to see like Seth Rollins really screw CM Punk over, then CM Punk can win the Rumble or something and like go after Rollins. I don't know. I don't give a fuck, right? We're too far from that at this point. But I mean, we really aren't, because after SummerSlam, it's like, you just gotta look forward to the Rumble. Like, nothing's gonna happen from SummerSlam until the Rumble. Like Survivor Series, you're gonna have a War Games match and that's it. And then you're gonna move on with your lives up in this bitch. But anyways, that's how that goes. After this, we got Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. I'm actually interested in seeing this match because of Naomi's like good work. I'm actually invested in seeing her win. I'd like to see her win. Then we got Becky versus Lyra Valkyria for the 19th time. Then we got the Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. They just got a title shot for no reason. They didn't do anything to earn it. They just get it. Whatever. And then we got Solo versus Jacob, which, irrespective of the fact that both these guys are jobbers and nobody cares about them, I mean, this is a storyline in the making, right? Or hopefully in its culmination. Like, this has, an actual feud behind it. Like, there's a reason why they're wrestling each other. One of them screwed the other. It's not like Gunther versus CM Punk, which is just like Gunther's next challenger. That's basically the entire story. Or honestly, even Cena and Cucky, which is the same thing. It's just Cena's next challenger. Like, Cody Rhodes won the King of the Ring, so he's the next challenger. The fact that Cena beat him at Mania is irrelevant, right? It's just like, they didn't have a story going into that shit either, right? The story still is, this is Cena's final run. Who can stop him? You know what I mean? Like, the fact that it's Cucky Rhodes changes nothing, So as you can see, we've got 8 matches here, which normally, for like a white night event, like of the caliber of SummerSlam, would be pretty good. But I mean, you can expect some more matches to be thrown onto this shit, you know? Of course. You can expect like Dominic versus AJ Styles. I don't see it here. I could see that happening at SummerSlam. I think they effectively announced it. I could see like, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black. But that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I don't see the Wyatt family like competing here. They could. They probably should. But even if they do, right, it's like, what are we going to have? Like a 10 match, 11 match, 2-night event, right? So each night is going to have like 4 or 5 matches, maybe 6 matches if we're lucky. That's not good enough, cucks. That's not good enough for a 2-day event. And more importantly, it doesn't make any sense to turn it into a 2-day event. You know what I mean? What's the point of turning it into a 2-day event? Like, why would anyone want to watch this over 2 days? Just have one day and get it over with up in this bitch. Now, obviously the answer is they want to just maximize their profits, right? Raise ticket prices, segregate them into 2 separate shows, which is exactly what's happening. It's like, you can't go now and for the price of 1 ticket, think about how fucked up this is. For the price of 1 ticket, you can't go and watch the full event. You can't watch SummerSlam for the price of 1 ticket. And quite frankly, it also sucks that you can't watch SummerSlam or WrestleMania in 1 day. Like, I don't have 2 days. I do, because the hater's watching it from the comfort of his basement in his awesome-ass new couch and his big 75-inch TV. But if you're someone that's going all the way to fucking wherever the hell this is, Florida or whatever, right? You don't have the energy. Oh, apparently it's in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The haters' background, you know what I'm saying? The haters' backyard, motherfuckers. The hater used to live right by there. In Newark. Deal with it, cucks. You're learning a lot about the hater today. So anyways, the fact of the matter is, motherfucks, let's put it to you this way, all right? The reality is that we've got a lot of bullshit going on here up in this bitch. And the reality is that, like, everything is just more conflated. Everything is more convoluted. Everything is just longer, and everything is just less exciting, right? Because that's the thing. If you take an event and divided it into 2 nights, you have 3 problems. Number 1, it takes 2 days, which some of us don't have 2 days to waste on this shit, especially if we're going there live. Number 2, because it takes 2 days, it requires 2 tickets, effectively double the price. And because it takes 2 days and it requires 2 tickets, you know that each show independently is not going to be good enough. Right? Like, for a fact, for example, they're not putting the Gunther CM Punk match on the same night as Cucky and Cena, right? Because then, if they're both on the same night, let's say they're both on night 2, like, obviously, Cucky and Cena are closing night 2. But let's say that on night 2, you also put Gunther and CM Punk. Nobody's going to night 1. Nobody's giving a shite about night 1. You're not going to be able to price them the same, because night 2 will sell out in 5 minutes compared to night 1, which will probably not sell out, right? So you have to, like, kind of dilute the event in order to make more money, which I get it, but it's like, I wouldn't go to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I swear, the hater doesn't live in Jersey anymore, but I could drive there, It ain't that far, motherfuckers. I could drive to East Rutherford. I have no desire to go whatsoever. Even if the tickets were free, I wouldn't go, because it's not worth it. If it was 1 night and the whole card, I'd consider it, especially because it's like one of Cena's last matches. So there you have it. With that being said, I think this is indicative of the new direction of WWE. Because WrestleMania, it is what it is. They did that during the pandemic to kind of make it feel special, since like there weren't any people there. But now it's just like, it's just a money grab. So thanks again, cucks, and go fuck yourselves and try to enjoy this bullshit card called SummerSlam in this bitch.